This year, I'm hosting an epic haunted Halloween feast, and I wanted a costume that was creepy but still elegant, and thus the Haunted Hostess was born. I'm going to show you how I pulled this look together using things I mostly had on hand at home, and it's really inexpensive and simple to do. Guys, this is my very first YouTube makeup tutorial ever, so please be kind. For this look, I'm going to get started by getting rid of all of this blonde hair. I prefer not to work with wigs. I find they always look really weird on my head, so I'm going to do something much, much simpler, and it's all going to be achieved using a simple black scarf. You probably already have a black scarf at home, so that's kind of handy. All I'm going to do is wrap it around the front of my head first, and then bring it up around both sides, crisscross it at the front, and then tuck in the ends at the back. Be sure to leave your eyebrows exposed because they are a very important part of this look. All right, next up, we are going to work on our base, so our foundation. For this, I'm using Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. It's a really super matte, super thick foundation, and I'm using a really light color because I want to look pale and washed out. Now I'm applying this with my hands because I want a nice thick coat of foundation all over my face and down my neck, and I find that sponges tend to absorb a lot of your product. Now that my foundation is on, I'm going to add a little bit of concealer underneath the eyes. I struggle with pretty dark under eye circles, so a little concealer can always go a long way. Next, to create a nice matte finish, I'm going to add some powder all over my face. I'm using just a really light powder, and I'm applying it with a big powder brush. The next step in this look is contouring or carving out your cheekbones. And I find the most effective way to do this is actually with a foundation brush. And all I'm going to do is use some dark bronzer and load up my brush, and then I'm just gonna cut in under my cheekbones and then work my way a little bit down my cheek towards the side of my mouth. That's gonna give me a nice, angular, severe looking cheekbone, and that is totally what I'm going for. I'm also going to add a little contouring to my nose. I find the thinner the nose, the more severe the final look. I'm also going to add just a hint of blush to the apples of my cheeks. I'm using a really pale shimmery pink for this, but I don't want to overdo it because I don't want to look all that made up. I just want to make sure I still look slightly alive. The next step in this look is eyebrows. For this look, I'm actually going to start by applying some black eyeshadow with an eyebrow brush. I'm going to do this to thicken my brows a little bit because I find mine are a little too thin and I want them a little thicker and lusher. Now that I've got the basic shape that I want down, I'm going to go back in with a black liner. Once you add the liner, you are committing to this shape, so keep that in mind. Now that we've got our spooky brows happening, it's time to get to work on our eye makeup. Now for this, I'm using just a nice shimmery, almost white color. I find that creates a really nice all over white look. I'm just going to apply it under my brow bones first and then into the inner corners of my eyes, and then I'm just going to brush it out to the rest of my eye. Next, I'm going to create a really deep crease using a nice dark brown shade. And I'm just going to go in with a crease brush and create some depth and definition in my eye. And then to really amp this look up, I'm going to use the black shadow from this palette to create a really, really deep crease. Next, we're gonna start on our eyeliner. Now I'm using a liquid liner for this look because I wanna create a really over-the-top cat eye, and I find liquid liner is the best way to do that. So I'm going to start with my liquid liner on my inner eye and then work my way out in a couple swoops, and I'm laying it on really, really thick here because with this look, you can afford to go all the way. I'm also going to lightly line under my eye about halfway to create more definition. I'm not gonna pull my liner all the way through though because I wanna keep the inner corners of my eyes quite light. Now that our eyeliner is set, it's time to get to work on curling our eyelashes and applying mascara. A lot of people like to do this after they apply their fake lashes, but I find it really tricky to do, so I like to do it beforehand. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes, apply my mascara, and that's that. Now we're going to get to work on our faux lashes. And for this look, I'm using 3 sets. 2 sets on top and a set on the bottom because I want to create a really dramatic look. To apply your eyelashes, all you need to do is add a little strip of eyelash adhesive to each strip of eyelashes. Blow on them for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you can apply them above your natural eyelash line. Don't worry if the glue spreads a little bit because it ends up drying clear. So I'm going to pinch my first set of lashes on and then add my second set of lashes. And as you can see, the look is really starting to come together. For your lower lashes, you can use the very same technique, except you want to apply them upside down so they fan outwards towards your cheeks. Now that we've got all of our amazing eyelashes applied, I'm just gonna go in with my liquid liner and touch up wherever I've seen some mistakes. I'm also going to go in with a pencil liner and just line the inner rim of my eye to create even more drama. We're going to finish this look off with some nude lipstick and a little bit of gloss. I'm keeping the lips really light because obviously the eyes are the star of this show. I'm using this unbelievable neck piece that I found at my local Halloween shop, but you could totally do this with any large chunky necklace that you have on hand. And of course, the coolest part of this look are my white out contact lenses. I got these at a local Halloween store for about $30, so they are an investment, but you can use them more than once as long as you take really good care of them. They are a bit of a pain to put in once your lashes are on, so you may want to throw them in before you put your eyelashes on. Just a recommendation. I did find them a little tricky to deal with after I had 3 sets of eyelashes on. And what you end up with is this super creepy, but still slightly elegant haunted hostess look. I really hope you guys will give this look a try, and if you do, be sure to tweet or Instagram me a photo because I am dying to see what you all come up with for Halloween. And don't forget to check out the rest of the awesome videos in this playlist. I've got some really freaky but fun DIY projects that I think you guys will love, as well as a super gory but super delicious menu that is perfect for Halloween entertaining. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more freaky Halloween fun where this came from.